Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and are making some really good trades. And boy, oh boy, did we have a big day in the markets today and a big day towards the downside, if I may even put. So again, lots of panic coming in here. I'm seeing lots of tweets that are saying the top is in. And so many people are so afraid after one down day. And again, I guess it's not one down day. It's been a couple down days. Sorry I didn't make a video yesterday. I was just overwhelmed and I was completely tired and exhausted. So I just decided to just put it off until today. But overall, again, this could very well be just another dip to buy here. We did invalidate my dip buy area on the triple Qs. But and I did stop out of my trade. You guys can see, I don't know if whoever is inside the Discord, I posted that, we're getting into a potential triple Q trade here. And then I stopped out and then I re-entered because I believe that a bounce is actually coming. And rightfully so, because we did end up bouncing a little bit in the after hours and coming back up. So hopefully tomorrow we do get a bounce. But the reason I'm saying we shouldn't be panicking and calling this a top just yet is because you look at the VIX, right? Take a look at the VIX real quick. Look at the move. Look at this move on the VIX. Look how much energy was used to propel the VIX to this level here. And look at the move we got, right? So let's just go get on the SPY here just to kind of give you a bit of an idea, right? So look at the move we got, and look at the move we got on the VIX, and that's it, right? So it doesn't look like there was so much panic selling today in the market because some stocks weren't actually down that much. Obviously, the tech sector was bleeding today, but some stocks were okay. Most stocks were actually fine. It was just a really big down day in the tech sector here, and it kind of dragged everything down. It seems to me maybe a final attempt from the shorts to go all in because they can't. I don't think they can take more upside here. But really, that's probably what we're gonna get. And I think that we will make another high, and then the 3 and a 3 and a 4 on the triple Qs, and the same thing for the SPY. All right, so the SPY, I believe we hit the dip buy area, right? So we hit the buy area. And we reversed out of it. The triple Qs invalidated the setup, but I'm still bullish to triple Qs because it's just so bullish, right? And I could say, there's rotation going on and stuff like that on the IWM, and the IWM is also in the dip buy area. I'm still holding on to my trade. I'm long from the lows here, from the dip buy area that I provided for the members, right? I said this is the area that I'm long. I'm going to remain long. Until we most likely will hit 260 or 250. And again, it seems very unrealistic that we're going to get to these levels here. But, it seemed, like I said, many times, it was unrealistic for us to actually break out of this and continue up to rally. Same thing on the SPY. It was unrealistic when we were down here that we were going to attain the sell area up here. And now we're inside of it, right? And I'm saying we could very well continue to extend further and further and further before we actually see any type of meaningful correction, okay? So just take that into account when you're making your trades and you're going short and you're thinking, this is it, this is the top, right? Because I think a lot of energy was wasted from the bears shorting on the VIX, and you can see how much it extended for the move that we got. And I think that may be it. That they used a lot of energy to try and short this market down, push it down today with all the negative news. And then, wow. Well, I mean, I will remain long. I'll let the market stop me out. Come and stop me out. If I don't think we're gonna the Dow Jones is gonna drop all the way back down to 376 in 4 or 5 trading days. Unless we actually have some really detrimental news, right? So that's what I think. That's what I see here for the Dow Jones, the SPY, the triple Qs, and the IWM. I am still long and still bullish. There's lots of panic today in the market, so I like to see that because it opens up opportunities and it gives it, it forces people out of positions that they aren't willing to hold. They get shaken out, as we should say. Let's take a look here at a few individual names. So obviously the tech sector has been long in the tooth. It's pulling back now into potentially some buy areas. Let's take a look to see what we can make out of this here on this fifth wave. So it's in the buy area for me. Where is my rectangle? There we go. So for me, this is the buy area for Apple, and I think this is ultimately could very well hold, and it could literally just start to reverse out tomorrow. So we'll see. We'll know more once we get some more data tomorrow. But there's some stocks that are holding up, like Meta. Meta got a pretty big correction here. This is a crash correction for me. This correction looks already done as well. It's starting to reverse off the lows. So this 2 could be done. This is just a 1, right? 1, 2. There you go. That's a 1, and there's your 2. There you go. So get rid of a count. 1, 2 setup for it to go higher. Let's take a look at NVIDIA. So NVIDIA could have truncated, but ultimately could also see some more downside. So what we want to see in NVIDIA is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We want to see one more leg down in NVIDIA into the 113 level. 113, remember 113 is the buy area between 113 and 99. It's a big range, but again, the move that will follow should be even bigger, right? So it's all up to you. Are you willing to hold these positions down here and wait for the bigger move to come? So again, I'll let you guys decide on that. All right, let's take a look at a few other names here. So lots of panic in the market. We'll take a look at the TLT. I think the TLT is essentially either doing another 1-2, or it's getting ready for a bigger pullback in a wave 2 here. So it's either getting ready for a bigger pullback for it to come back down, maybe retest this one more time and then come out of it in a big move. But we'll have to see, because the DXY is in a wave 2 now. So this wave 2 is starting, and you should start to see it top out eventually. We could get on the smaller time frames to see where we're at in terms of a C leg. Is it finishing up already? Is it done? Is it an ABC like this? Well, I mean, this DXY is actually this is actually pretty hard to chart here, but I'll do my best. So if it wants to continue up, it'll extend probably maybe to 104.6. But that doesn't mean the market's going to continue to go down. We've seen this market go up with the dollar going up as well. So it's all up to the interest rates, really, and the market sentiment to hold up. So we'll have to see. So if it wants to, if this is the setup here, then this is ultimately gonna go to 104.7. So pretty close to 104.6. That's gonna be your sell area. It could also be an A, B, and then a C, right? In an extended C leg, and it's already done, right? So if it's already done, then we should get a market reversal pretty soon. But I think we just need to be patient and sit on our hands. But it could also, it might also be really be this scenario here, because when you take a look at silver and some of these precious metals, there we go. So when we were talking about that wave 4 pullback in gold, now we're getting it. Now we're going to get another 5th wave extension to make a new all-time high. Silver is in the buy area. We have opened a position in silver. We are now long silver here, pretty close from the lows, not exactly. But again, I'm not trying to be too cute with it, because I think the move that will come should be another 15 to 20% rise in silver. I think we should hit the $35 level. Let's take a look. What else do we have here? 29.57. What's this? 29.38. Okay. Oil. Take a look at oil. So oil is in this 1-2 setup. It should continue lower. It's very bearish in my opinion, but the dollar going down is going to help oil sustain these levels. So it's curious. I'm not I'm still in my short on oil, but we'll see. We'll see how this thing plays out. We got to be patient with it. All right, I'm gonna take a look at some names that people asked me to in the comments here. Just give me 1 second so I can pull them up. All right, let's see. Switch that. And I believe some members inside the Discord asked me to check some things as well. Can you take a look at the HSI? Let's take a look at the HSI real quick. So the Hang Seng, like I was talking about last time, not the futures. I got the actual index here. Okay, so wow. Okay, so the futures different here? The futures are selling off more. Okay, that's strange. Oh no, daily time frame. Okay, no. So everything's lining up. So the Hang Seng, in my opinion, needs a little bit more downside. It's chopping about here. It's making this count a little bit more complicated. But ultimately, the path should be the same in the destination. So I'm not buying until it hits this area here. And I'll be long with you guys in the Discord. I will let you guys know when I get long. But I'm just not ready yet. Again, we were long from the lows back here. And it's not like we always tag the lows and always get the longs and exit at the top. Right? We nailed the long here. And we wrote it up. But I stopped out and took my profits down here. Because, you know, I saw that the price was actually going to go much lower. Or I think maybe the bounce here, we exited and it continued to roll over. So we dodged another 15% down because it was a triple leverage. But we were up over like 60, 70%. So it's not always about timing the tops, right? So you just want to guarantee some gains, then you got to hold for longer if you want those big payouts. All right, let me see here. Someone else asked some questions. Let me go to the comment section. Let's see. Someone asked me to take a look at CEI, Camber Energy. Oh boy. So I never like stocks like this that are, wow, okay, that are in complete free fall, like so. Okay, yeah. I mean, oh, it just keeps on going. So this thing looks pretty beaten up. 12 cents a share. It's done so many stock splits that its original price. Holy, you gotta be. What is this? $140 million a share. Does it keep going? When does this end? Okay, so I didn't know that a company like this could do that many stock splits. But yeah, 12 cents a share. And what is this? $5.1 billion a share at its peak. So, okay. I'm sorry if I'm laughing. It's just I've never seen so many stock splits that would lead it to go so high. 150, yeah. This one, another 150 split. So yeah, listen. You're asking me to do some analysis on this. It's not going to be positive. I don't see why you would buy this unless the fundamentals are crazy. But we'll see. What's any news? Wildfire mitigation. I mean, we could take a look at it on Market Cipher. I can't really do an Elliott wave count on that. It's too far gone, and it's one of those that will go to zero. So there you go. It looks like it's good. It's setting up for a continuation lower with a potential red dot. You got red money flow. Weekly time frame's been in the red for almost the last 2 years. And then take a look at the monthly. Not enough data. So the weekly is showing potential low here, but again, you gotta limit your expectations in terms of upside of what you think is gonna happen, because I doubt we'll go to $5 billion a share. If you are, then you're gonna be the first trillionaire to make it in one single trade. But good luck with the liquidity. You may when you sell You might not find buyers up there unless maybe this company cures cancer. But it's an oil and gas company, more likely to cause cancer than cure it. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of my take. You got to be careful with these ones. I'd rather if you're looking to place some bets, then I would bet my money on the gold miners or the small cap sector right now. Reasonable. Yeah, he was. Yeah. Okay. No problem. No problem. Bunny FV3FL. Let me take a look at some other things here. We'll do a little bit of a longer video today because I missed yesterday. So we talked about the TLT. So yeah, TLT again, kind of just set up for another 1-2 if it wants to drop. I'm okay with that. And then we'll ultimately rally higher. So this is it just continues to do 1-2 setups here, and it's consolidating and kind of building a base like we saw in the IWM. Not to say that the yields are going to collapse. Well, I think they very well could as well. But you're just building a base. You're getting ready. You're getting ready for this move. Now this move is correcting in the IWM. This is a dip buy for it to go higher. So you got a new high, hopefully coming in the IWM tomorrow. Okay, maybe another 6%. Let's take a look here at what else do we got? What else? We'll take a look at some individual names. Why not? I think we just did Apple. So Apple's in the dip buy area. We took a look at. Oh, let's take a look at Tesla. Tesla is kind of chopping about here. The wave 4 could be done, right? The wave 4 could be in, although I think it's a little bit too steep for me in terms of a crash correction. So what I would like to call this is maybe another dip buy down here, and it wouldn't be that much lower, but right about here for a wave 4. So right there would be a good area for a dip buy on Tesla if it can get down there. But again, there's no guarantee that it does. So you got to manage your expectations. If it's already in, then this is a 1-2 setup. And it's going to rally and it's going to finish its 5th wave of the wave 3. Okay? And then we'll get a larger pullback after that. So yeah, the triple Qs may also get a double correction, but we don't know yet. It's too early on. Bounces definitely due, and I'll just be patient and sit on my hands and wait for this dip to come. Or sorry, wait for this dip to be over, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Anyways, let's continue on and let's take a look at some other names here. Let's take a look at Roku. So Roku is finishing up this 5th wave. It's already done now. Now you should be correcting in a 3-wave move down, in a wave 2, like I said. So this is dip. This is maybe a drop back down to 56, 55, and then you rally back maybe on earnings on a tremendous wave 3. So it'll be interesting to see what happens on Roku. Still very bullish, but I'm completely out of this trade now. But maybe, just maybe, I will play some calls on earnings, so I'll let you guys know. All right, let's continue here. Let's take a look at a few other things. Get it over there. Take a look at PayPal. We haven't checked on PayPal in a while. PayPal. Okay, so yeah, PayPal's coming out of this first impulse here, so it's looking good. But it needs to hold its own. If it doesn't hold its own, let's see. Do we have 5 waves up? I don't think we do. 3. It's not looking too good. Because now you only have 3 waves. Yeah. Either this is already done, and I'm miscounting this, or maybe it's on a smaller time frame. Okay, yeah. Well, 3. Maybe the 1-2 is here. 1, 2, 3, 4 1/5 divergence. Now you're correcting down. So maybe you have a little bit more downside. So maybe tech's a little bit weaker, but for the foreseeable future, but it should come out of this in a 1-2. So PayPal's still in the buy area, so I'm not giving up on it yet, but it's looking good. I'm not in any position on this one. Okay, so I think that's about it. I've reiterated many times that this market can go higher, and people are getting too bearish too quick. Although I understand the fear and the panic, but you just got to take a look at how much energy they wasted today, and especially in the VIX, and this may be very well undone tomorrow. Or all the bears' work is undone, and they've been wrong so many times that maybe they went all in today on shorts. So we'll know more tomorrow, and then in the coming weeks. Have a wonderful day, guys. Peace.